Alright, let's do a pack one, pick one with the pack we cracked the other day. It is an Ikoria pack. Let's remove the token. Right off the bat, seeing a dual land is nice because it means we didn't get a basic land, but probably not first pickable. Here's our rare, Whirlwind of Thought. Enchantment 4 mana that does nothing the turn it comes into play, but if you can untap with it and have probably like 10-ish non-creature spells in your deck, it can be pretty fun, but hard to commit to a 3-color card right off the bat that isn't super impactful. Bastion of Remembrance, good for an aggro humans deck that, like a deck you want to make a lot of 1/1 tokens or attack with a bunch of little creatures, because it really punishes your opponent for blocking them, and it's nice that it creates a 1/1 when it enters the battlefield. So, okay, little card. Monstrous Step. Usually this is a card that you want mainly because of cycling, but in my personal experience, it's actually stolen a few games for me. Just like they do their alpha swing, they swing with a bunch of creatures, I kind of barely live, and I crack back with Monstrous Step, and then that's the 7 damage I was missing. So, fun card, but probably actually not that great. Alert Heatbonder, probably one of the weaker lords of the cycle in Ikoria, mainly because gaining life doesn't help that much. I mean, it's nice in a race, but Vigilance is kind of like a weaker evergreen mechanic. Adventurous Impulse, nice to have one of just to smooth out your draws. Good turn 1 play if you have nothing else to do. Okay top deck, just an okay card, but usually end up cutting these anyway. Springjaw Trap, just expensive removal. Pretty good if you have Obosh or something, but even then it's 5 mana to do 3 damage essentially. It is an artifact, so it can fit into any deck, but still not terribly efficient. Sudden Spinnerets, just a weaker combat trick. I mean, it's nice that it untaps a creature, gives it reach. You can really ambush someone, but there are probably better cards to play than this. Thieving Otter's nice. 3 mana 2/2 that can draw you a card if it deals damage to your opponent. It's a good mutate base, but I mean, it does feel bad to play this like on the draw where they have a 2/3 or 3/3 already, and you play this, and it's like, okay, this isn't doing much, but it's worth picking. Maybe not first though. Snare Tactician. I mean, this format, obviously people forced the red-white cycle deck a lot, so this is usually a top pick as one of the payoffs. You just get the 2 mana 2/2s that do things when it cycles. You just cycle cards, tap down their creatures, and you swing in with a bunch of little guys. So probably would have my thumb on this. Hampering Snare. I know it's not highly rated, but I usually tend to like effects like this, especially since it gives hits all your opponent's creatures, and also it cycles, so worst case scenario, it's a 2 mana cantrip. I don't know, I tend to like blue cards like this, and I probably pick them higher than I should, but I don't know. I mean, this, like, between this and Snare Tactician, like, this is like a top 2 pick for me so far. Day Squad Marshal, just a solid creature, puts 4/4 of stats on the board for 4 mana. Pretty good for humans deck, or just a general any white X deck, really. Cloud Piercer, I want to say it's one of the weaker mutate creatures, just because you rarely want the Rummage, and it's just a 5 mana 5/4 reach, or 4 mana if you mutate it onto something. It's just not super impactful for something that mutates, but if you have to play it, you play it. Reach usually ends up being useful most of the time, so something to note. Corpse Churn, you kind of want this in the black-green deck where Graveyard matters or Reanimating matters, but other than that, it's just kind of a bad raised dead. I mean, it's nice that you can play this without a creature in the graveyard first, and then maybe you'll hit a creature, but probably not wise to bank on that. Essence Symbiote, this card's pretty good. I mean, usually your opponent gets a little scared when they see this on turn 2, just because they fear like putting a mutate thing on this and just it getting out of hand, or just mutating something else. So let's see, of these cards, I mean, I really am, so these 3 kind of stick out so far. Like, I don't even want the rare. The uncommons don't stick out that much. Like, as a first pick, yeah, this pack isn't the greatest, because these would commit to colors essentially. Bastion Remembrance, it's okay, but probably not first pickable. Same with Alert Heed Bonder. So between these 3, really, I mean, Thieving Otter you can probably count out, just because this has cycling and this is a Cycle Matters card. And then just because the red-white cycle deck is really good, you probably just end up taking Snare Tactician most of the time. So that is my pack 1 pick 1. What do you guys think?